a lot of work, but we got it done.
Yes. Oh my goodness. You know what? I never thought that I would be like my parents trying to figure out the new technology, and now I'm the parent trying to figure out the new technology. It's a mess. It's a mess.
Don't you feel like an old person?
Yeah, absolutely.
But we did it,
We did
and
it.
we are here.
Yeah.
And my first question I always ask is, tell me the backstory of your brand. Why did you start it? What promoted you? What got you excited? Why did you decide you want to move forward with it?
So for us, it started with a dirty diaper and a bunch of itchy skin. So we're a large family. We're a family of six. I was cloth diapering, and at the time when we started, before 2019 is when we came up with the idea. Earth friendly was just becoming a concept, but it wasn't really effective. There weren't really an effective or a large array of products on the market. So we were buying, the sensitive skin stuff. We were buying baby detergent. Then we're buying the stuff that smells good. Then we're buying the bleach and all, and the ammonia bouncer. So long and short of it, it really came out of a need to save some money and a need to kind of find something other than medical compound pharmacy ways to help with his eczema in the so from there I just started kind of concocting stuff, trying to see what works, doing my own research.
Yeah.
And I said, well, there's got to be a way, something all in one where you can get rid of ammonia stains and everything else, clean the cloth diapers and the running pants, and deal with the itchy skin. So from there, we just kind of that's pretty much how we got to where we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what promoted you to start. My question is, the market has changed since you started to now.
Mhm.
How has it impacted your product, your thinking, your plan going forward?
So I would say this. It hasn't necessarily changed like the product in terms of formulation, because I do think our formulation was maybe a little bit ahead of its time at the time, which is only a few years ago, but things have now sped up. So people were not really dealing with earth friendly because of the price. Now people are craving earth friendly because we realize we're in this space of we need to do something about the planet, and people are becoming a lot more conscious of what they're buying and doing a lot less passive buying. So I would say in that sense, now we were kind of trying to figure out how to get started. Now we're trying to figure out how to go faster, how to go ahead of maybe some of the other brands. So, leading up to that, leading to that, now we're, creating other things like dish soap and trying to do other concoctions that are coming down the line so we can really be able to compete. Yeah.
So talk more about that. What other concoctions do you have coming down the line that you're working on?
So we do have our other scents coming out. We had tested those before, and due to supply chain, COVID-related supply chain, that kind of just, oh God, it went somewhere, unfortunately, because people really love them.
Yeah.
But what we've done is just make sure to enhance our formula a bit so that it lasts longer.
Yeah.
So those scents are coming out in August. We have a dish soap that we formulated. We took the time during COVID to kind of come up with some other formulations. So we do have a spin.
I'm excited about the dish soap.
Yeah.
Oh, the dish soap, we're upstairs
Yeah.
using it right now. It is fire. I'm excited about it like crazy because literally the way that it smells and comes off, but it's natural, is everything. And my hands are not dry.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that, like Dad, I'm somewhat more domestic, I think. Honestly, so I need my hands to be luscious and be bright.
I see a side eye.
I mean, Christian,
Okay.
we can talk to your hubby about this, and we can literally have a conversation. Because I'm telling you, number one complaint of most of the men that I know, especially those with swagger, is, man, like I feel like I'm cleaning up everything.
That's not true.
But we won't get into all the
That's not
nuances
true.
of that.
Okay.
What I'm hearing is I need to redo this and invite him in so we can talk about who's cleaning what.
I'm just saying,
There
it's
you
a
go.
war. It's a war of the suds. It's a war of the soaps.
That's okay.
Seriously,
That's okay.
whole soap opera. No, I'm just teasing.
That's okay. So we're also hopefully my goal is to formulate some bamboo dryer sheets with essential oils, and also some other like household cleaning products that are still natural but highly effective.
Got it. What is the ingredient that you're trying to pull out to make it still be natural? Is there something that typically gets in your way, or is there a go-to replacement that you use?
That's a great question.
To get out of my product.
Not, but like typical products.
So typical mass marketed products. So this is a challenge, kind of going back to one of your initial questions. The challenge with being a truly plant-based laundry detergent is ingredient sourcing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that some of these detergents that say they're plant-based, they might have a little drop of it, but it's not as highly available. The plant-based surfactants, they're not as highly available. So we do change the way we order things. We change the timing and all that so that we make sure we have enough now. We move to a larger capacity manufacturer so that we can kind of do things a little bit faster. So we've been working a lot on that. But yeah, like we stay away from sulfates, phosphates, any of the mass marketed type stuff because we know it's harmful at the end of the day.
Well, we work with a dynamic organic chemist who specialize in building formulas that have organic components that clean.
Wow.
So literally one of our ingredients that's super hard to find. So like for folks that are touting that, hey, we're 1,000% plant-based. I'm like, dude, like we brokering and trying to get to the same stuff.
Right.
We know that ain't a lot of this stuff. Right. We know that our good is a premium good and it's pretty exclusive. But there's a sugar kind of component that we use to get to the clean. People always think like, well, how do you use that in your stuff to clean? But that was a thing that we tested and tried over and over again to make sure that, hey, like it's other alternatives than some of the sodium laurites and all the other things that you sometimes find in products to make that cleanliness happen. Honestly, pushing is education at this point. Like we just got to really educate our customers because like I know it, for 30 years plus, a lot of consumers in our age group have just been going to the shelf, passively grabbing. I grab the bottle. I don't even think about what's in the back of it.
Yeah. Yep.
We get a little feedback. We might try to fix it on our end.
I know. I just noticed that.
Can you hear us now still?
Oh, I see some good questions though. Oh, we can't hear you.
Let me see. Okay, now unmuted it.
Okay,
yeah. I muted it to try to stop the feedback.
Okay.
For sure.
I think I see some questions.
We have some cool
questions come through.
Yeah. It said, what about shampoo and conditioners? Can you make that product for curly, coily hair? So we have gotten that question before as to whether or not we're going to enter the personal care product or beauty product lane. That is something, that's a whole nother animal. Anybody that knows anything about that industry, it's a whole nother beast. We've been thinking about it. We are leaning more towards the skincare right now, but we wouldn't mind getting into the hair care, but that would be late.
I can't hear you. I think you froze up.
Oh,
You dropped out for a quick second.
Oh man. Sheesh. Technology is a beast today.
Get this right. It's freezing. We got to work around these technologies.
Yeah.
Are we back?
All right.
Can you see us?
Can you see us?
I feel like since Christian's brain, I'm wondering.
IG.
Oh, it kicked us.
Might not be working.
You
might have to let IG go. I don't know because it's frozen again.
Yeah, it says the
it said
video
the
ended.
video ended.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you from the left.
Okay, perfect. We might have to let IG go because it's going in and out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we can finish that conversation. I'm trying to do all these different technologies is so hard.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. But we appreciate you all like
We really
rocking out for a quick second.
Yes. I think we were talking about shampoo and conditioner.
Yes.
Black and Green, we have other brands that do shampoo and conditioner. And I know it's always a choice. If you want to go down creating personal care products, does that impact the home care, house care products in some way? Or do you think you can create a formula for both?
I think we could do for both. Because we started out, in the home care product. I personally lean that way. But skin is big for me just because I know we've had to deal with, and we know a lot of people that deal with major skin issues. And I think sometimes I think we address it. I see a lot more of the creams and the butters and the natural things that really do well on, especially melanated people's skin. But hair care, like I said, is like another level. It is another level, and the competition is stiff. So I have to be honest. I'm a little shaky on the hair. Shaky on it.
Yeah.
But we might do it.
You never know. You never know. I think that it's for us, man. It's such a lane with the with home goods and supplies, because we just don't have a lot of Black curators in that space.
There are,
and the reality is that like I remember we were in a conversation with one major retailer that was thinking about picking us up. They loved our product, and I mean we had great energy, great synergy, the whole nine. But we got access to information that said, "Yep, like we have businesses that we have in beauty and in food, and that's been like our winning recipe." So it's hard for us to go down this pathway with you at the scale of what they wanted to do. So that was a real shock for us, but it was also a very dope piece of inspiration for us to say, you know what, like there is still that white space in terms of us being in that space, in the space of home goods and supplies. And we just want to make sure people have something precious in their house.
Yeah.
So we've been campaign called Dinobi Home, right? So like, what's up with?
We froze again. Oh no.
Detergent. Honestly, possibly what's up with your pillowcases? Yeah.
We're
back. Okay.
Yeah.
But Precious Home, Dinobi Home is things for sure. We might do some Dinobi Wi-Fi. You never know.
Because we are struggling over here, but that's okay. We're still we make it work.
But we still doing it.
That's
correct.
Absolutely.
Correct. We don't self-deprecate this ways at all.
Exactly.
Real quick. Get off me.
So what's something that you guys are excited about? What's something like it gets you up, like, ooh, this is coming, or ooh, I wanted to do this, or ooh, anything that makes you really excited right now?
I can kick off. For me, I'm an educator for life. Even though I work this is our full-time gig. I'm an educator for life. So I'm excited that we kicked off a school program where we go into schools here in Chicago. We're working to expand actually over in the East Coast. We got a couple of connections out that ways, but we go in and have like middle school town halls and rock out with the kids and talk to them about, first of all, what is eczema? What is hygiene? And then it breaks off into some interesting conversations about science, entrepreneurship. So that's something that consumerism, being a passive consumer, but it introduces our young ones to our brand a lot earlier before they get corrupted by some of the folks that,
Not corrupted.
Right.
Yeah. That was politically incorrect. But I feel very safe.
No, you should. I'll give you my stamp. Corruption.
Oh, thank you. Because because your background is fire, so you know what we're talking about.
Right.
But it's a program that literally keeps us up at night, trying to come up with creative ways to do stuff. We even got a bit with the kids where like we have one of our staff members that's like a part-time actor. He is inside of a hollow washing machine and like pops out. You know what I mean?
That's so cool.
and answers questions about like green living and that kind of thing. So that's something that's very
I'm
exciting.
planning a trip to Chicago. I'm gonna work with you on the date to make sure I can come through.
Come on. So that's so personally, that's one of mine.
You know.
Yeah. For me, what gets me up is just, what gets me up? Really just being able to share something with people. And maybe kind of, so let me back up. I am good at like fixing things. That's my background. So my background was accounting, but nowhere near chemistry or anything like that. But I always got the crappy jobs. Okay. And those that's been in public accounting, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know that you're going to get, some of us, we're going to get the bottom of the barrel. We're going to get the cream of the crap jobs where nobody did a reconciliation for like 5 years. Okay. So I was able to, I had a knack for, kind of improving systems, kind of finding the nuances. This is where you need to fix this. This is where you could make this a little better and faster. So that's kind of how it worked for me with doing a laundry detergent. It's not necessarily the laundry detergent itself. It's just I saw something, especially in our community, that I felt like we could fix that. We could do that a little bit different, especially when it comes to the economics of it all. Especially when it comes to just making sure we're taking care of ourselves. And just making sure that we have more access to a premium, higher quality brand and not just accept, because we have had, especially in the past, it's frozen. Okay. Kind of a tendency to, well, this is what I got, so this is what I'm going to deal with. And for me, that's just kind of what gets me up. It's like, we're worth it. We're worth, having more premium products, not just the hair care. And there's nothing, let me tell you, I just put the dew. I don't know if the dew is on here, but y'all stuff rocks. Okay? I don't mind spending money on the product, but I am saying it. I do find, and other people have said the same thing, you kind of get boxed into this one thing. And we are very dynamic. We are a dynamic people. I'm not putting anybody down to lift us up. I am saying that sometimes we don't take enough time to give ourselves credit for how dynamic we are and how we make it work and how we, think something.
Like Black brands can be more than hair care.
Yes.
They can be more than shea butter.
Yes.
So I think thank you guys for taking steps to show up in a different brand than like a hair butter or a shampoo. Because we definitely need those. Like no shade. Like we definitely need those on White and Green. If y'all need some shampoo, we got you. But we need diversity. We need variety. We need everything that's in our home to be from a Black-owned brand.
And I would even toss in there that Black brands are more than just Black brands.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the reality is, like, first of all, Black and Green, Christian, what y'all doing, it really melts our hearts and our souls. Because
that's why I'm in your inbox every week.
It's inspirational. We can't wait to be able to offer bergamot and lime, citrus clove, dish soap, and make sure you guys are like the first to have access to that stuff. Because honestly, Christian, what you all are doing is phenomenal. I don't even want to say what I want to say, because if I say it, then it's just like it kind of like compares to like a different kind of engine that's running for a different group. But I will say that, like, y'all got an engine. Seriously, it's like a Bugatti or whatever one of those fancy sort of things are. We have a van, actually. So I don't even know why I said Bugatti. But I think we always have to come back to that. We found out a long time ago, being the product that we are, being related, sort of like compared with like other sort of like Black owned brands that were sort of positioning themselves to use that as their engine, that vehicle, and that's great for them. But we know that sustainability and green living is up now, and it's up next, and it's not going to do anything but deepen. So we got to just stick to our guns and stay unique as we are, and just keep riding that wave.
Yes. I love that, the idea that I can be a Black-owned brand, but not market myself as a Black-owned brand, which is an interesting choice to make. That
we grapple with this as Black people every other week. I think I'm just like, should I put it out there? Because for me, I want people to not just support or not just buy it because it's gonna scan the same whether you support it, buy it, that's fine. But I want people to, my goal is that people see it as this is a really good brand. They just so happen to be Black. They just so happen to be able to be Black and still compete with Tide or Method or whoever. And no shade to them, because hey, I done bought plenty of that too. But you know,
they stand up with the people that I consider to be the best.
Yeah.
There's something about self-esteem and pride in our community, because it's not even just that they happen to be Black. It's like, dang, and they Black. It's like you you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's like that's instant, man.
Right. Because when we look at Tide or Method or whatever, we don't look at it and say, well, oh, it's a white-owned brand. We know it is.
You're right. You're right.
We know it is. We just know, oh, this works. That's the first thing. Oh, my mom used this. That's what people say when they associate with those brands. But when you associate something that I found, like when you associate a brand with, oh, it's a Black-owned brand. Well, when the George Floyd stuff cools off, or when the, you know, whatever the moment or the movement is at the moment passes, the tide shifts, and then you notice that, well, oh,
yeah,
it's not going.
It feels good at moments, but I mean, literally, like, I mean, is there another detergent brand that has an African name? Like, we blatantly are. It blatantly is like motherland.
Yeah, it's a way to say it.
If my dad were to say it, my dad would say it as Dinobi now, Dinobi. You hear that bass that come out the back of that mouth? Like, Dinobi. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, fam, I'll let your boy, like, this is all that. So, like, I don't even have to say it after I say that. Like, you already know what it is. Now, how effective is this thing? Like, how does it work? So, we're going to be doing even more education stuff. We appreciate being with you, Christian. There's a lot to express with this thing. Literally, like, I'm gonna just say this, you're gonna kill me, but from using this product in our carpet cleaning machine, to using this product on our baby's cloth diapers, to me washing my clothes sometimes with the cloth diapers, not the boo-boo ones, but the other ones, and having one load.
I do that. Like a little bit bigger. Some of my leggings.
From learning from my customers that, oh my gosh, like, I'm actually using this on my puppy, on my dog. Like, we like, you using it on a dog, and then we had to go and check to make sure that was okay and appropriate, right? Today he's got a puppy. Yesterday, Christian, like, he wilded out of his house, messed around and did something in his cage. We had to clean him up real quick, and I accidentally poured like Dinobi on his head, like, oh, and he was like, all of that Dinobi rough, Dinobi rough. You know what I'm saying? It was like, let's go. Yeah. So it's been an interesting process. We're not gonna let the gas up. You know, and hey, you know, maybe we're Tide size for our kids' generation, but regardless, like, we going in that direction.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you so much for the product you created. Thank you so much for blessing it on Black and Green and being the only product that we have in this category. So thank you for that.
Thank you for, you know what, you were one of the first platforms to give us a chance. So we are forever grateful. Again, that's why I'm in your inbox all the time. So,
stay in there.
So yeah, I mean, we just appreciate your time and, you know, the platform and just kind of being able to get the word out there, you know, with people, because, you know, we deserve a little something. You know, say, hey, we're doing this too. Yeah.
Christian, you guys are like the CQCs. You know what I mean? You guys are the curators of quality for our culture.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Like,
so okay.
Right.
Hey, the consultant fee. Let me stop.
We're gonna bounce right back to you.
But no, I mean, I really mean that from the heart. We appreciate y'all so much. And when you come to Chicago, please let us at least, you know, get a drink or a dip or something with you.
So I'm gonna text you what date's gonna be there. I'm gonna find what time works for y'all so we can all meet up.
For sure, man. You got it. You got it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank
you so much. Hey, and if we need to do a remix because of the tech, let us know because we'll come prepared with something different. We'll teach. We're gonna teach how to like get the ring around the collar off or something like. We'll do a demonstration.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.